Bringing to life the pages of NZV8 magazine, it's time for your weekly V8 fix. Did you know the world's first mass production V8 engine was introduced in the USA in 1914 by Cadillac? And they've been using V8s ever since. Those are the facts, and you're watching NZV8TV. Brought to you by Smith's Group, suppliers of leading automotive brands. And GT Radials, superior performance at an affordable price. This week we take a look at another amazing drag machine. And I take a skid in a very special HSV, literally. And in a special feature story, we take a look back at the history and view the return to the track of a V8 racing icon. Already in the first few episodes of NZV8TV, we've taken a look at some of New Zealand's coolest and most beautifully built drag machines. Best presented car and team at the recent NZDRA Nationals. Out of Christchurch, it's Johnny Alsop's Alsop Racing 1941 Wlllys Coupe.
My name's Johnny Alsop, I'm from Christchurch. This is our first time up in Auckland for the Nationals. We'd previously done 7.8s and then last meeting in Christchurch we did a 7.1 and we all got excited and thought, geez, let's go to Auckland for the Nationals. So we all booked tickets and here we are. So hopefully all good things this weekend. We can possibly break into the 6s. I don't know, it's a big ask, but you never know if you don't try. So not a lot of 41 Wlllys Coupe here, but it's based on a 41 Wlllys Coupe, which is the Pro Mod style body, which is we got from Vanishing Point race cars in America. We did a fair bit of finishing, but a lot of the chassis works was done by Buck Engineering in Nelson, who's done a few altered chassis now. And then, as we say, we bought the body from America and just had to try to make it fit because it's not really designed for what we've got here. But a few mods, a few alterations and that, and it's, yeah, come up good. It was a 350 Chev, it's now brought out to 388. It's a Motown block, just on a set of dart heads running through a methanol injection setup and a 871 blower. So we originally thought it was about 1,200 horsepower. Talking to Kinsler, who did the fuel injection, I reckon there might be a bit more than that, so we're doing 7.1s and that. It's very hard to tell, I guess, to get to that sort of horsepower and you can't put it on the average dyno. And just going through a turbo 400 3-speed transmission into a Mark Williams rear diff, which is a pretty bulletproof sort of thing, because all it does is built to get punished, really, isn't it? So
you can't run the door slammer with this?
No, because just basically the way it's built, like door slammer, you have to have a full space frame chassis as in a basic door car, whereas this, as you can see, is basically just a body sitting on top of a chassis, which isn't quite your normal car setup. A few things we want to do over it since the season's almost finished, and then maybe next year compete a few more times up here. A new set of heads and something, and we're definitely into 6s. And that's the goal. So this is pretty top end, it's getting up top end stuff, so it's not, you know, there's obviously a lot cheaper things you could be doing, but something like this, if you did it, it's hard because you build it up over time and then you buy a little bit here and there, but if you started from scratch and thought, right, we're going to build this, what we've got now, it would be over excess of 100,000, it would have to be. This is classed as an altered, but we all run under a competition banner. Like we're braketed as CCA, which is double C altered. And then that basically your double C, and that's just your power to weight, what you've got. So all CCAs will run off the same. So we all heads up for double CA altered. So second-hand cars aren't worth that much. And like you can go buy someone's car, which you know has done a 7-second, especially like your altered and that. Everything's power to weight, and they're quite light. So you don't need huge horsepower to get into the 7s with an altered car. You do need a fair bit, but you know, a lot less than what you would need with a full door car. If you're starting out and you haven't got huge horsepower, you can go your DYO and then you're always going to be competitive, you know. It's set up so basically you should be at the finish line at the same time. Basically goes on your reaction times and a few other things, so it's a good sport to be in. It can be a level playing field for everyone. No one's too disadvantaged, so it's good. V8's V8, I suppose. Oh, I'm not too fussed as worrying me. I just like, you know, bangs for bucks, V8s are the way to go, aren't they? They hold together. Yeah. I'm getting a bit old. Yeah, I'm getting a bit old for a Jap car now.
What do you drive yourself?
Oh, a Hilux.
And you can see and read more about Alsop Racing's amazing car in the forthcoming edition of NZV8 magazine, out in a week. We've got a special guest car here today on NZV8TV. This is James Urquhart's Murph Edition VE Commodore. Murph Edition #1, and this thing is seriously special. Let's have a look at it. Not content with HSV standard 317 kilowatt 6.2 litre LS3, James took this car to Paul Manuel, New Zealand's HSV and Commodore specialist, and it's been supercharged and a whole lot of other goodies in there, and it's producing a reputed 540 kilowatts. Now, something also special about this car, this is the car that Murph himself drove at the Top Gear Live in New Zealand recently, and you can see on the front here, it's been signed by Jeremy Clarkson, Richard Hammond, the man Murph himself, and the mysterious Stig. James was also generous enough to let us take it for a quick skid round Pukekohe.
It's just got more of a rasp, eh?
Yeah, you know.
And it was only fitting, given that this car was part of Top Gear, that we tested Top Gear style. Well, this thing certainly gets my tick of approval. There you go, Murph, it's all warmed up for you now. Need new tyres? Thanks to GT Radials, NZV8TV has a set of 17-inch Champero HPZs worth over $1,300 to give away this week. All you need to do is check out the NZV8 website, v8.co.nz, and hit the Win Stuff button for the info. Good luck and keep checking back for more awesome prizes on the website from our sponsors.